See, let me tell you something, Barack. You took everything that black people have fought so hard for, all right, for the past 50 years, and roll it over and hand it to DACA, immigrants. Hand it to the Me Too movement. Hand it over to the LGBTQ. Out of 8 years, you didn't address one black issue. When you first came into office, you signed the Non-Discrimination Act, which was basically centered around the LGBTQ. Now, we don't want to hear nothing you got to say, Barack. Because how in the hell that the lesbian, the gays, the bisexual, the transgender, and the queers can get a non-discrimination act when black people been discriminated against for the past 156 years. All right? We've been discriminated against ever since the proclamation, emancipation. Not only that, our ancestors were discriminated against for 3 centuries in slavery. And as a black man or black woman, we are still being discriminated against. So how can the LGBT, how could you give the LGBTQ, a non-discrimination act when black people been discriminated against in this country ever since they came over on the ships? See, so you can't tell us how to vote. See, you don't realize that the black man and the black woman is waking up to the Democratic bullshit. See, and you know for yourself, all right, because you're just running off at the mouth, all right, because you know you don't send a woman to do a man's job to begin with. You already know that. You already know that the man is the head. You already know that. See, but you realize that the black man, the black woman is waking up to the Democratic bullshit. That we've been going with the Democratic Party for the past 50 years or more. And what have we accomplished? They actually been black people's greatest enemy when you look at the policies. We don't have nothing as black men, we don't have nothing personally, we don't have nothing personal against Kamala Harris. We love her as a person. All right? But real men's now, real man's, a real man don't send a woman to do man's job. No, a lot of men will not support the Democratic Party they will not vote for a woman candidate as president. A woman have never ran this country and never will. Because guess what? That's not her job. That's a job for a man. Now, you might say, well, if you don't support Kamala Harris, all right, which that's not her last name, all right, because she's married, but that's what she go by, Harris. Okay? Now, you got to remember who she picked as her running mate. She picked a white man. There's plenty of black men that was qualified. She didn't pick a white. She didn't pick a black man. She picked a white man. That ought to tell you something right there. Right there. All right? See, you can't send a woman to do a man's job. All right? We don't dislike her. We don't hate her. As real black men, we don't hate her. But we believe in law. Real men believe in law and order. And the order is that God is the head of Christ. And Christ is the head of man and the church. Huh? And man is the head of woman. All right? You put her in office, all right? We lose all connection with the Muslim countries. The Muslim country will not even deal with her because they don't believe in a woman being in the position of power. So how are we going to deal with what's going on over there with Iran and Hezbollah and Hamas? All right? How are we going to deal with the situation with Saudi Arabia? None of the Muslim country wouldn't even speak with her. Wouldn't even speak with her. Because they don't recognize women's in a position of power. They don't believe that a woman should have authority over a man. And they're right. So for you, Barack Obama, to talk that bullshit in Pennsylvania, about we shouldn't let the gender, all right, tarnish our support, all right. But what did you focus on when you was president? Gender. You said that a transgender woman should have the same right and respect as a real woman. You focus on gender when you was president. That was one of your biggest agenda. Gender was one of your biggest agenda. You, the only president that brought the rainbow flag to the White House. You brought the rainbow flag to the White House. So we won't hear shit that you got to say, Obama. You can take your ass back where you came from. can shut up.